Alright, just making a quick and dirty video on the non-LED interior light bulb replacements in a 2022 Chevrolet Blazer. Really just making this video because I couldn't find anything online. Like, this vehicle is so new that no one's just really done anything, I guess, or at least posted about it. So the package I got, which is not the base, but it's definitely far from the best, which is probably what most people are going to get. It comes with these map reading lights and rear dome lights. I don't like these. They're cheap and dated looking. So I got these off Amazon. They're LED 194 bulbs, which is just a generic interior light bulb. Let me see, link in these will be in the description. Had these overnighted and they, arrived at my door quick. So I'm not going to make this a long video because it doesn't need to be, so let's go ahead and get this started. So as you can see, I've already got one in here and one regular bulb. And here is what that looks like. There we go. So turn that off. So how do you get the lens off? Because it is not the way normal lenses come off. Like, it's the stupidest thing it's just a terrible design. Anyway, so your lens is going to essentially look like that when it's on. Obviously the other one's going to be on. And like any other dome light, there's going to be a little detent, like right in here. And you push that in, and it's going to flip down about like that. And then you're going to be like, okay, now what? And you can look in there, can't see anything, try to pull on it, feels like you're going to break it. So let me show you how to do it, and hopefully you won't break it, because there's no telling if you can even buy these separately. So after you put your little flathead screwdriver in there and push it in and pull out, let me get a better view. As you can see, you push in carefully on that tab and it pushes it in and it flips down. So, like I was saying before, I'm trying to like go in depth of this as much as possible so anyone watching this video can be like, oh yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, so you're left like that, basically. So now what do? You pull and pull and pull, and it just doesn't feel like it's coming down. So what you want to do is get you a really small flathead, like smaller than that, or even better, kind of like, yeah, whatever, like that. And I'm trying to get a good view here. Here we go. That's what those look like. So they do pop out, but they are very thin. See? So be very, very careful. And what you want to do is, really need like 4 hands here. What you want to do is get your pick on this side first. Trust me, this side works the best, because then it just kind of falls. Is get your pick and push, get it up in there, and touch this, and kind of gently rocking motion, pulling motion, pull down until it comes free. And then it will, and then you have 2 of the 3 notches, and it'll look like that essentially. And then you do the same thing on this side. You put your pick in and go right here and pull gently. This one is a little tougher. I don't know why. It was tougher on both, on the left and right lens. But it is the same design, but again, they're very thin. But just with a little prying motion, and do not, I repeat, do not do this and try to pull it down. You will break it. So, like I said, you just try to get to the point right there on both sides and pull down as just gently as you can, and it will come free. And then the bulb's like normal. I'm doing this one-handed, so it's probably just gonna fall, but you can take a little flathead screwdriver or a pick tool and pull out the bulb, maybe. Well, see what I'm saying? Nothing is ever easy on a brand new car. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back, and you definitely need two hands. Basically, you put your thumb over here to catch the bulb and you just kind of push it out, or if you got tiny fingers you can pry it out. But there's absolutely no room in there, so you pop one of these out, grab one of these out of the package, and you just, for lack of a better way to put it, shove it in there. That's it. It'll make a little clicking sound, maybe. That's all of mine do. And bam! Done. Now, we're going to do this part together, because I haven't put this back on yet. So, I'm going to do this in exactly reverse order. So, 1, 2, and then push. You might want to doing this with one hand, so if I break this, it'll be on camera. You definitely want to do this with two hands. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to do that with two hands, so you can go as slowly as possible, and then just push that back in. Now let's try another way and see if that works. See if you can go in here first. Oh yeah. Never mind, do it this way. See? We are learning together. Do this, put that top notch in first, push one corner, push the other corner, test for functionality. I want these one. Yep. That's it. Now, let's move to the back ones and see if it's the same thing. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and we're in the back. So it's the same type of deal. I'm sure you can see it. These little detents. So just take you again a small, very small screwdriver. Get in there, pry it out. Once you get about 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, 1, 2, and 3. You can just pry it out. I'm doing this for the first time, so I didn't know that came out either. So let's examine this. Okay, nothing special there. Oh, this is a back seat dog protector, which is highly recommended even if you don't have a dog, because it's waterproof and you can throw stuff back here. I'll put a link to this as well, because some people might actually want this. So, I mean, it's really nice. But anyway, let's get back to why y'all are here. So it's the same type of bulbs. We're gonna pull it out, maybe. Ow. Okay. Wow, that one is in there. So much for being gentle. Come to butthead. There we go. Put that guy down there. Grab an LED one. Put it up in there. Facing the right way. Okay, so it doesn't go that way. It goes that way. So the blade part faces front and rear of the vehicle. Probably helps if you put it in right. Did something wrong. See, we're learning. Let's see here. Looks okay. Make sure I didn't knock off one of these things. Chips. Okay, so just put it in there until you feel a little bit of resistance and it stops. Okay, that one wasn't so bad. I would suggest saving these bulbs. I mean, they're cheap. You can throw them away if you want, but I would suggest saving them. So there's 4, 2 for the front, 2 for the rear. Same thing. It does not go flat. It goes blade facing front to rear. Goes in there until you feel it stop. Do not push it beyond that. And then we put this up in there. Hold it with my camera finger because that's what y'all want to see. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, so we just use your fingers and just go around and make sure it's in there because you don't want it falling down. And if it does, it's not that big of a deal. Let's test it. Watch it not work. That's funny. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Never mind. Hold on. The doors. Do the front. There it goes. Check the progress. Yeah, see, one of these aren't working. I bet you I broke that one because I shoved it up in there too far. So, since everybody loves doing things twice, right? Probably should have did that before I put the lens on. But at least I'm showing you how to do it again. See, very, very carefully. See, that is too much pressure. So you need to go over here, come down with it. The whole thing pops out. I mean, it could just be a bad one. So let's pull that out. Could be a bad one, or I could have damaged it when I shoved it up in there. But we will see. Huh. What happened? Well, and that's what happens when you do it wrong. I bent one of the contacts. I can see it. Let me flip it. What's going on here? Put a regular bulb back in. Huh. So I can turn it counterclockwise and it's one of the contacts. So if you do that, looks like, I don't know if you can see up in there. Let's see. Yep, I see it. You see how it's, let me rotate. You see how on the left side it may be a little blurry. It's, I don't think these things are meant to get this close. See how it's closed on the left side and open on the right side? I guess that's what happens when you shove it up in there too far. So let me pause again, figure out how to fix that, and I'll come back. Okay, we are back, and it was all fixed. It's a pretty simple fix. Holy God, those little things get hot. Ah, okay. Whew. Yeah, just a little bit warm. Wow, okay. All right, so as we can see, rotate it again. The left was the normal one. The right one, what I had to do very, very carefully, it's better if you have a plastic tool, is get up in here on one side. If you cross that connection, you're going to short something out and pop a fuse or pop your car. One of the two. And this is a brand new car, so I prefer not to tear it up yet. So when I inserted it the wrong way, it bent this tab. So I just went in there and I pried it over until it closed again. And that caused the connection to close. Well, it cools off pretty quick. And we are good there. So then we put this back up and hold it with the camera hand where y'all can't see anything. Okay, and man, this is so hard to do with one hand. And y'all just go one at a time, like I was saying. That's it. And I'm gonna put this back in here because I'm pretty sure it's good. And that's pretty much it. So that's how you do front and rear lights.